Understand it might sound like a broken record at this point, but Bud Light sales showing no sign of rebounding, down nearly 30% from last year. Yeah, man, there's no light at the end of the tunnel for Bud Light. They're going to have to go away for a while and then hopefully come back when people are, I don't know, maybe more outraged at something that Coors is doing. Maybe the silver bullet is for the final solution for all straight white men that are out there. Unless they do something completely borked like that, the ire surrounding Bud Light, it's never going to end, man. This is going to be the meme of 2023. We're already dominated a quarter, and like it says right here, shows absolutely no sign of rebounding, no sign of slowing down. There's no brakes on this train. It's full force straight ahead. Following the backlash Bud Light is still receiving from its brand partnership with Mulvaney, the beer brand sales are down nearly 30% from where they were last June. Bud Light made $26.3 million less in sales the week ending June 25th. Oh, compared to the same week the previous year. That's a lot of money, okay? You can basically suit up an entire NHL hockey team for $26 million. And that's what they just ended up throwing to the side. Sucks to suck. A Money Watch report said Bud Light is showing no signs of rebounding from its slump. But no, Deutsche Bank a couple weeks ago upgraded its stocks. Good stuff there. Yeah, good call on that one. You know, the people that are assessing the situation looked at that and go, are you like on the take or something like that? Because that shit's not happening, bro. Meanwhile, other brands like Coors and Modelo have seen a significant bump in the sales at the same time period. Not a bad graphic at all. Probably steal that. I'm sorry, borrow. Kind of the exact same way that Dylan Mulvaney borrows girlhood. The latest data shows that the slump Bud Light has been in since partnering with Mulvaney, a transgender influencer, even in summer months when beer sales often surge. Yeah, exactly. And you guys, I personally cannot wait for that sales data around Independence Day, because there's reason to believe it's probably not great. It's probably not great at all. And we got videos and, pictures to mock on that one. Respectively, Yuengling, Coors Light, Miller Light all rose by 22, 19, 16% for the same time period compared to 2022. So literally everybody's doing better except for Bud Light and Anheuser Busch. Meanwhile, Circana, the author of the Money Watch article, noted that Modelo and Coors Light each saw their sales grow by around $10 million in that same period. Holy man. And like in Canada, where I'm at right now, all of our tentpole beers that are up here, Canadian and Kokanee, not too sure about Kokanee, but I think it is. Actually, Kokanee might be under Anheuser-Busch's umbrella, now that I think about it, because that's, Labatt's. But Molson Canadian, that's under the Coors Light brand, or banner, so... But Kokanee's kind of a Western Canadian thing. Regardless, though, all this reporting is kind of centered around the domestic fallout for Anheuser-Busch. Previous report from Circana also noted Anheuser-Busch sold $297 million worth of Bud Light for the 4 weeks of May, ending in May 28th, which represented a 23% sales drop from last May. So for June... it actually got worse. It got worse in June after all of those failed apologies, after those relaunched marketing campaigns. You guys still did worse than the month after all of the marketing. Give yourself a round of applause, because that is a legendarily poor performance. The numbers show the Bud Light still outsells every other beer currently, but reveal that other brands like Modelo are catching up. Yes, literally everybody else is catching up. You're giving them an inch and they're taking a mile, and it's more than deserved. Bump Williams Consulting Report observed, we continue to see Modelo maintain its advantage in dollar sales while Bud Light remains ahead on volume sales. Yeah, because they're giving the shit away for free, for Christ's sakes. Like, brother, there are still videos. There are obvious videos that are out there just showing that everybody is sick and tired of Bud Light shit. And it doesn't matter how free, how inexpensive you make this stuff. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to even go through the hassle of taking it up to the cash register. It's trash, bro. You're done. Dusted. Finished. You're trying to ride out this wave, but with all of those numbers that are there, like, we took a look at this, and it was probably around Memorial Day, so early June, talking about this, some people who have the inside track and knowledge of this situation where, if you're worried about Anheuser-Busch losing shelf space because nobody's buying this stuff. Spoiler, that's continuing to go on. They just have to kind of rebound a little bit, towards the third quarter when a bunch of retailers start to rejigger their shelf space, their diagrams start to move. Yeah, it'll be fine for Bud Light. They'll be able to, combat all of this stuff. Well, hey, once again, we have echoes of the past just showing that the boycott still is keeping that same energy. Social media users posted videos of unsold cases of Bud Light over 4th of July weekend as beer drinkers continue to shun the brand over its marketing partnerships. TikTok user Philip Hawkins, holding his camera for his brother Mike, wandered into a local retailer and recorded a video showing 12 and 24 packs of Bud Light languishing on shelves in the aisles despite parent company offering significant rebates. Bud Light is not selling. This is garbage beer. Yo, he said, check it out. Even with a coupon, nobody wants this. Anheuser Busch offered holiday rebates totaling $15. And that runs all the way through the weekend, guys. So you can go ahead because guess what? There is plenty of stock. Check this out. That display, completely unmolested. And from a merchandising aspect, that's just terrible right there. Why would you have a non-branded case of Budweiser right there at the top when you have 4 other cases of the Harley Davidson stuff? You don't know what you're doing right there. That's just terrible. That's just such a faux pas. But yeah, that one going for $5, and then you have another display. Looks to be at the same-ish retailer, the same signs, obviously. $5. $5 for Bud Light, and then yes, there's the sign for the $15 rebate. So yeah, it's free. It's free. Just take it up to the register. Please, for the love of God, please forgive us. Here's what Salem, Oregon thinks about Bud Light products. The caption of the tweet reads, the video provided anecdotal evidence a St. Louis-based brand has been unable to win back customers. Yeah, meanwhile, by comparison, you can take a look at Coors Light, which is, it's on sale. $17.99 for an 18-pack. I don't know, is that a good price or something like that? Okay, but yeah, Coors, it's obviously, there has stuff that's been taken, okay? And then the shelf right next to it, nothing that's on it, just in the cooler itself. And then the case that's right there at the bottom, somebody's grabbing 30 packs, okay, of both of those, even though Coors Light, oh no, that was Miller, sorry, still under the same umbrella, right? Just had their big feminist anti-men ad that everybody's conveniently forgot about because Daily Wire said that it's okay, guys, and Big Con just decided to go ahead with that. The staggering drop in sales since April 1st, stupidity, has led the company to try to lure back customers with terrible social media posts. Just trying to make you forget that everything happened. Just come back and buy all of our stuff because guess what, guys? Plenty of stock over here. Yeah, Salem, Oregon, Walmart, where, a lot of Budweiser, a lot of Bud Light, a lot of Bud Lime even. Next, Bud Light next. Hey, there you go. If you want some seltzers, they're in there too. Oh, Michelob, you can see that at the end. Oh my, it's fantastic stuff. And then you just pan out a little bit, and well, if you want a case of Corona, it's right there at the front. You don't have to go digging for it. Hey, a couple of cases of Michelob Ultra, that stuff's gone. But outside of that, Anheuser Busch is doing a great job repping their products. Hey man, if you don't have anything on the shelf, you can't advertise. So that's one way to spin it. However, the attempt at levity was met with a deluge of negative responses. Yes, talking about their Anheuser Busch, Bud Light's Twitter accounts, social media posts. We've lambasted them and had a good laugh at those. They just continue to be out of touch and stupid. Personally, my favorite was getting Travis Kelce to come in, Kansas City Chiefs tight end, 2-time Super Bowl winner. Just come in, hey man, come in, grunt and sit in a lawn chair and don't even bother touching the can of Bud Light. He didn't even touch it, didn't open it, didn't acknowledge its existence at all. He just made sure that check was signed and it was made out to cash because he was out of there. Hilarious. Bud Light continued sales decline has threatened its 2-decade status as the nation's top-selling beer. And yes, we knew that Modelo overtook it in May, and I would imagine, based on those numbers that we have right there, right now, maybe that'll be the update for tomorrow, that Modelo has probably overtaken it for June, but all we have is just pure speculation. I think, what was that in May? I'm pretty sure that was for volume sold, right? Not for dollars and cents, which Anheuser-Busch, oh no, it's still fine, guys. We're still selling a lot of stuff, okay? But yeah, like you can see from people recording and looking at the shelves all across the country. Ain't nobody want any of this stuff. They're leaving it there. They're taking the easily available alternative, even if it's $5, even if it's free. They aren't even going through the hassle of taking it up to the self-checkout, okay? The only way that you guys can move product is if you don't care about shoplifters. This is hilarious, man. Thief mocked for stealing Bud Light, too embarrassed to buy it. Yo, man. No, he just forgot his ID. But that's your demographic now, Bud Light. Unbelievable. Law enforcement officials in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on Wednesday reported a male suspect allegedly stole several cases of Bud Light beer from a convenience store. I'm surprised we're not seeing anybody that works there help, take it out. And it's like, we actually got extra stock in the back. If you just like to, pull up there, we'll help you throw it in because we just need the space. And Anheuser Busch isn't coming around. It's like, we're going to get the rebate anyway, so you just might as well just take it. When reports of alleged crime were shared online, readers responded by making jokes. That's when you know it's terrible. Like, obviously, okay, don't steal, don't commit crimes, but if the first responses out there is, people are too embarrassed to be seen buying it, you know exactly what time it is. This shit is done. It's dusted. And apparently from the video itself, the clerk didn't even try to stop him. Well, also, you work in one of the most dangerous cities in the South, and it's like, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to take a bullet for some tranny fluid. Fuck that. That's what we're at in this stage of the boycott right now. It went from just being all surrounding Dylan Mulvaney to now it's just spun off into something else where you're just getting absolute apathy towards Bud Light. Everything that they try is just met with a wall of, no, we're not coming back. We're going to laugh at you, and then we're going to move on with our day. But as Outkick puts it when they commented on that post, if the value is $0, is it really even theft? That's where you're at with Anheuser Busch products. You're giving it away for free, and people wouldn't even be caught dead recording their purchases. Sucks to suck, I guess. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.